Hey guys, Debo here. Um, just making a quick video discussing after 1 week of seasons how everything's going. I'm going to try to do this on a regular basis. Most importantly, so I can keep up to date and let you guys know what's going on in the world of Diablo. In case if you're working or you're busy with the wife and kids or you got school or something, you can just sit back, listen to this video, or watch it, and find out what's been going on. So first and foremost, again, thank everybody who did the computer fundraiser to help me get a new computer. We raised $954. I was able to get a GTX 960, 4 GB video card. Excuse me. A new motherboard, new power supply. Some nice zip ties, even though zip ties were like $2. I was able to zip tie everything inside my computer. We also got an i5. I think it's 4690, the non-K version. Didn't want to worry about overclocking it. And everything's running beautifully. I'm running 60 frames a second. Everything's going fantastic. I still have yet to go into and test every single thing and mold things and see how I can push the computer to its limits, but I'm pretty happy where it is now. But just in general, I just wanted to cover how things are going in seasons. Seasons are going quite well for me. I found some really nice drops, and I got a nice 6-piece set Zuni. I got a nice Ancient Bone Slimmer Zumakalis. I haven't found whatchamacallit, I haven't found a SMK yet, but if I do get a Carnival, then what I'm going to do is just go get dagger or darts, and I do have a consumable ready for that dagger or dart, so either way I'll be perfectly fine. But 351 Paragon. I got this new portrait that Blizzard had in for seasons. That's pretty cool. And then I also got this cool little banner, as you guys can see, that's hanging on the back of my Witch Doctor, the Diablo 3 little. I mean, that's pretty cool. And they just put tats. I mean, that leaves potential for a lot of cool things they could put into the game. So I got that. And I have to say, though, so far, seasons has been pretty fun. Now that I was able to get a new computer, I can do group runs all day, so I've been doing a lot of carry runs. Carry runs are basically if you're low level or, you need, maybe you don't play seasons as much, or if you just want to hang out and play with us, you can just join inside the party. We usually do bounty, act 1 runs, and then we do follow it up by doing rifts, and then we follow it up after that doing greater rifts after that, and then we usually rotate people out. And then that helps people get power level, get their gyms up, and have a good time, or basically enables people who can't play that much to come in and catch up, or at least get some good time in. I know my one buddy, W. Moore, he wasn't even level 70 yet. He was level 20, and he was able to, in the community, SPSD community in North America, we were able to get him, or not me specifically, but somebody else was able to get him up to level 70 and get him some good gear to start off with, because, he got a wife and 2 kids, he got a baby on the way. And, that's what it's really there for. So I'm pretty happy that we can help people out in the community, have a fun time, come play seasons. So if you're on EU or you're from any other place and you just want to hop on NA and you want to roll with us, hey, by all means, we don't mind power loving you. We don't mind helping you out. More people in the community, more new players wanting to play the game helps the game grow. And we always want to keep new blood coming into the game. So if you're a new player out there, you can stop by the community or try to get a carry run or stop by, especially if you're playing Witch Doctor, we'll help you out. We don't mind, because like I said, if we help grow the player base and we show people how to play and they enjoy themselves, they might go and do that for their friends, and thus increase the numbers of the community. So if you want to get a carry run, stop on by. We'll be happy to help you, and we enjoy doing it. Okay. Paragons right now for seasons 351, I'm pretty happy about that. Got some pretty good items. Like I said, I'm pretty solid. I can go Carnival build as soon as I get the helmet, so I'm not tripping too much. Even if I don't get an SMK, I know I'll be able to push at least up to about 48 to 50s this season. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and take a look at the 65 hours in, 351 Paragon. Pretty happy about that. Still can do a lot better, but now that I'm in groups, I can actually get my gym level 60 high level and do other things. Basically what's going on in seasons is 2 big things. They announced they're going to get rid of trials, which is very good because it's really weird. Biggest problems that I always said before, and I told people about this, is that the trial rifts are pretty exploitable in the sense that you can get a trial rift key up to level 70. Even if it takes you an hour to beat it, you still get 3 guaranteed chances to level up your gym, and then you can get your gyms up to astronomical levels, which makes a real big difference. White Chain announced they're going to be nerfing that or dealing with that. They also dealt with the whole situation of they're talking about how they're gonna replace it and how they're gonna do things. But I think what the developers are realizing is that even solo play is not solo. Solo is people who go in groups, get all these crazy level gems, and gets all these certain level of trial keys, and maybe they make 100 keys at level 55 and they spam the keys until they beat it. They realize that's not really a fundamental way to play. It's not really enjoyable, and it's just basically doesn't really show you what the build consistently can do. So I'm all for them removing it. Looking forward to that in the future. And I just wanted to cover that really quick. So trials are going to be removed. They understand that they're a problem, and I'll cover more about this in the future. So hey, that's great. That's cool. I'm glad they're getting rid of it. Second big thing, and this is going to probably, let me see here, we're at 5 minutes and 30 seconds. We're going to take about 5-6 minutes on this. First of all, I don't want to say this to everybody because some people believe me or not. When I used to say, like, a lot of people exploit and they do whatever they can to get ahead, and people go on PTR, they find these exploits and they don't want to say anything because they want to get ahead by any means necessary. And this was a blood shard exploit. Long story short, the way it worked is the higher the greater rift you go in with a 4-player group, the higher the greater rift. You send one person outside the greater rift, they go look for a goblin, blood goblin. When they find it and they kill it, they get the blood shards. For some reason, we're scaling with the greater rift level. Now, I know Blizzard should have been more on top of this, but there's a lot of stuff for Blizzard to test, and then, they found this exploit out, in PTR, but they didn't report it to Blizzard because they wanted to get ahead, and that's why I always tell people, like, I found an exploit with Hex and the Rift Guardians. They didn't nerf it, but I told Blizzard, and I put 2 posts, and I made it public knowledge that this is possible. So if Blizzard wants to take action, that's on them. If not, whatever. So basically, long story short, I won't go into the exact number and debate that because people were arguing about how many blood shards people were getting, but we all know it was like at least 3,000 blood shards per every time they killed the goblin. So let's just say you were to do this blood shard exploit. You get in the Greater Rift group, you send one person out to find a blood shard, they find a blood goblin, they kill it. Let's just say it gave 3,000 blood shards, right? The one thing I noticed is I can take out my calculator right here. Let's say you got 4 goblins an hour. So you take 3,000 blood shards, you times that by 4 goblins an hour, divide that by 25. That's 480 pieces of gear you can roll on. Think about that, 480 clicks, 480 pieces of gear for whatever slot you wanted, right? And that's just 4 goblins an hour. So you can see where this is going to be very destructive for the whole game. So you got these guys who are doing the blood shard exploit, getting all these pieces of gear. And then it got so bad that they went inside the community and made a whole community called Sharded Forward, right? So, long story short, people did this and they got ahead. And the funniest things is that some people in the forums were like, well, how are these guys getting perfect ancient gear already? How are they getting all these items? And then a lot of people replied, oh, you're just jealous, you're just mad, you're not at top tier, you're not going to be able to compete. Anyway, they're just good. They're good at efficiently running the game. And I was telling people, like, if people got all these ancient gears and all these items, I told them, like, this shit looks shady. Like, there's no way people can get this kind of gear. I mean, I think there's some ways. Some people get lucky, but the magnitude of players that are able to get this gear that fast, ancient SMKs, fully ancient gear. I was telling people for the longest time, people exploit to get ahead, and the reason why they exploit to get ahead is because they want to show off, and then they try to make a Twitch channel out of it, and they just try to get viewers, and they start accumulating money, and they try to live the dream, and people cheat. Even on Twitch, people cheat, like review bots and a lot of other crazy shit. But I used to tell people, they're not here to grow the community. They're here to try to get ahead and get famous off doing whatever it takes. Then they're going to go on Twitch TV, and then they're going to go ahead and try to stream and get popular over it. They're not growing the community. They're not teaching players how to mechanically play the game. They're not trying to make them better. And I was always telling people, like, a lot of them cheat and exploit, man. A lot of those guys will do whatever it takes to get ahead, and then people say, oh, Debo, you're just jealous. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm like, hey, look, it's going to come out eventually. There's always something. Season 1 was the Mass Paragon exploit, but, Blizzard really didn't do nothing about it. Okay, whatever. Then Season 2 was a Sever exploit, and then there was more shit behind the scenes than that. But the thing that kills me the most is this. It took for a really big exploit, and the thing I loved about it most is, like, a lot of guys were denying it. They were like, no, I didn't do nothing, I play legit, you're just jealous, and everybody's defending everybody. Like, you can look into cases of, like, I seen Streaming Pollock, I seen Gabinator, I seen Manor Cookie, and who knows how many more. and a lot of the guys in DNA and Unity, those guys are always in the top brackets. Like beforehand, you would see a lot of guys in DNA in the top, right? So eventually what happened was Blizzard reset all these guys back to 5 hours into Season 1, or Season 3. So, like, all these guys that were defending and saying that they didn't use this and they didn't do that, I'm putting all you guys on blast. Like I said, Gavinator, Streaming Polak, Manor Cookie, fucking whoever else, DNA Clan, Unity Clan, but I don't think Unity did anything, but I know a lot of guys in DNA Clan. And whoever's in DNA Clan, I would just say it's safe to say and associate them into these pool of players who just basically want to exploit and get ahead and ruin the community. And yes, I did say exploit, and yes, I did say ruining the community. And if anybody has a problem, you can come talk to me directly. I'm not hiding anything, but I think it's very disappointing for how people handled the game. Now, I will say Blizzard is the blame as well, because they should have handled this a long time ago, and they should have instilled the fear of God. But if you guys don't want to know what happened to these guys, is they got resetted back to Season 3. 5 hours. If you don't believe me, I mean, I don't know. Let me see. I think a lot of them deleted their season characters to cover up. Let me see if I can find here. Let's go ahead and go to we'll go to seasons. We'll go to Season 2. We'll go to, let me see, Demon Hunter. Let me see if Gab's still there. Yeah, Gabinate's still here. Let's see if he deleted or not. Let me see. I don't think he might have deleted his season character. Let me see here. Yeah. So this is the character. Is 5 hours 50 minutes, Paragon level 240. Now, most of you guys would say, like, well, how do you know that's legit or not? This is Season 3. This is Gavinator. He's at 240 Paragon levels. They reset him yesterday, and he's already getting back into the game, which is fine. I mean, you could see his gear. Well, it looks like he got his gear already, a lot of it already. But 6 hours and 54 minutes, Paragon 240. I mean, they reset him. They reset him and a lot of other people hard. And a lot of the people on the leaderboards, let me go to season 3 current, and let me look at all the leaderboards. You won't see a lot of people from DNA at all. There's nobody, because they were all doing it. And then Crusader, you won't see Manor Cookie, nobody. Manor Cookie got banned. Some people got banned, but I mean, you don't see anybody like the highest level clan like DNA, right? You don't see any of these guys. You see one here, Epi, so maybe he was a good guy of the group, and he was saying, I don't want to do it, but you kind of look at that, like, you don't see any of those guys here. You don't see any of those guys here. Like, all the DNA guys, they're all gone, because they reset everybody. You don't see none of it. You don't see any of it. Now, hopefully they got everybody, and I can't just play only DNA. Maybe there's some other clans that did it and shit like that, but they re-rolled those guys back. A lot of people are upset about it, but I mean, like, here's my whole thing, is that you knew better, and they always try to put it on Blizzard, and they thought, especially like Manor Cookie, he was doing it for hours on the stream, streaming it, and he had thousands of viewers. Now, I don't mind him having thousands of viewers. I mind him a lot of people coming into Diablo, seeing that these exploits are going on, because they're going to, one, either think it's okay and expect that it's okay to exploit, or two, people are going to be like, why would I ever play Diablo? All these exploits and all these messed up things are happening. It's not even fun to be competitive and people enjoying it anymore. But I mean, that's just what happens, and that's why I'm very disappointed in the people that did choose to do it. I'm glad you guys all got re-rolled back. I'm glad if the people who got banned, I'm glad you got banned. Like, if you're a Twitch streamer and you got a good following and your main thing is Diablo, the last thing you should do is stream any type of exploit. Just send an email off to everybody. But what these guys do is they try to put all this shit in their titles and get views and shit like that. Don't do that. Just grow the community. Get views by helping out the community, you know, making guides, walking people through stuff, showing people stuff, doing events. That's the kind of stuff that grows the community, because the more people we have, the better the community is. But when you keep showing them how to exploit and do all this silly shit, well, okay, well, this is what happens. So I guess, long story short, people exploited. Blizzard finally stepped up, banned a lot of them, and reset a lot of them. So I'm glad that they did it. They deserved it. You ruined the community. Sorry. Blizzard, well, if you guys would have been banning things a lot better in the beginning, and you guys would have stepped up, this wouldn't be happening. But I applaud you for taking the steps and the actions to do what you need to do. It was about damn time. And like I said, in the future examples, we don't need to ban everybody. We don't even maybe need to hurt them or make them. All we have to do is take a couple people who do this, especially if you're a big name or if you're popular, and ban the hell out of them, ban the whole accounts, and then maybe reset a couple, and then maybe if that happens again, you reset a shit ton of people, and I mean, maybe you just got to go crazy and just straight on ban their whole accounts. We don't need to ban everybody. We just need, like the Joker said, we just need to send a message that this play is unacceptable, so the next time somebody does an exploit, they'll think, hey, the last time we did an exploit, we ended up getting our account banned, and we got in trouble. Let's just not do that. Let's send the email to Blizzard and let's fix it, or let's just not use the exploit at all. I don't give a fuck, but that's what needs to happen. See, we're going to 15 minutes. I want to cut this video short. So, in review, the future of trial rifts is going to be gone. They're getting rid of that. Seasons is pretty fun so far. I've been enjoying it and having a good time. Stop by and get a carry run. SPS Debo in North America will help you out, especially if you're on Witch Doctor. Stop on by. We'd like to see you. And a lot of people use blood shards. A lot of the highest level peoples. And I don't mean to tell you like I told you so, but I told you so. So all those times when I would tell you guys, like, those guys are probably using exploits and doing shit we don't even know. And it's going to take for the big one for them to get caught. I told you guys. So, like, the big guys, like I said, I'll put them on blast because they got caught red-handed. Like, it's Gabinator, Mana Cookie, I saw Streaming Polak. I've seen a lot of other people do it as well, too. I just don't, I mean, but those are like, the biggest names I know. I'm not saying they're horrible people. I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm just saying, like, come on, just don't do this shit anymore, man. You know better. You guys got good clan mates that can run shit and do everything. There's no reason to exploit. You can just play the game straight up. But they chose not to, and they got manhandled, so I'm pretty happy about that. But I told you so. A lot of people said I was getting all these people because I'm jealous. I'm not jealous. I just want to preserve the community, and I want players to come in and have a good time and join Diablo. That's all I want to do. And players like that hold the game back. Not to mention some of the decisions that Blizzard makes, too. I can't hold them all 100% accountable. So, hope you guys have been enjoying the high quality on the stream. I'm going to start doing a lot of Final Fantasy stuff as well, too. Basically, how the stream is going to work is going to be how many, like 3 hours or 2 hours of Final Fantasy to start off with. And then that's going to be followed with anywhere between 8 hours minimum of Diablo to maybe 10. I know yesterday I did an astronomical amount. I did like 9 hours or 10 hours of Diablo, and then about 6 hours of Final Fantasy 14. And I'll start uploading those videos, so if you guys like that, check those out. But yeah, stop on by, get a carry run. A lot of the exploiters finally, like blood shards, they nerfed a lot of they rolled back a lot of those people and put on those people, so that's fantastic. I look forward to seeing what's happening in next week. If anything major happens, I'll make another video for next week. But the reason why Bibbity's hungry, he wants to farm. The only reason why I made this video is because I just wanted to catch everybody up and keep everybody knowing what happened in the Diablo, because this last week has been fucking crazy, because they banned a lot of people and reset a lot of people because they just straight up just ruined, they were on the verge of ruining Season 3, you know, so. And this season's going to be a long season, too. So, hopefully that was informative. We're clocking in just under 18 minutes here. It was probably going to be under 19. Good luck in seasons. Stop them by and get a carry run. If you guys find exploits that are not supposed to be in the game, don't do them, because people are starting to get banned and reset. And you know what? Just report it to Blizzard. And if you like Final Fantasy 14 stuff, I'm going to start uploading that, my little adventures in Final Fantasy 14. And then outside of that, man, I hope you guys have a good day. And stop on by the stream and get some carry runs in, man. We'll love to have you. Even if you can't jump in my group when I'm running, there's a bunch of other people inside the SPS Debo community that are going to be there helping people out. So stop on by. College student, father, mother, don't have a lot of time to play, watching the kids, whatever, and you only got 3 hours to play or 2 hours to play, hey, come into our channel. We'll probably love you. We'll help you out. We'll do it the legit way, and we'll help you get caught up, or at least so you can get some gear going so you can start solo farming well. But I'm Debo. Hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you guys today on Twitch.